You're going to ask me why not, right? November 22. Pretend I still have that pet? Can I make up a pet? A different one? Like a tiger? Or a hamster? A goldfish? Turtle? Snail? Worm? Flea? November 29. I liked those small poems we read today. When they're small like that, you can read a whole bunch in a short time, and then in your head are all the pictures of all the small things from all the small poems. I liked how the kitten leaped in the cat poem, and how you could see the long head of the horse in the horse poem, and especially I liked the dog in the dog poem, because that's just how my yellow dog used to lie down, with his tongue all limp and his chin between his paws, and how he'd sometimes chomp at a fly, and then sleep in his loose skin. Just like that poet, Miss Valerie Worth, says in her small dog poem. December 4. Why do you want to type up what I wrote about reading the small poems? It's not a poem. Is it? I guess you can put it on the board if you want to, but don't put my name on it in case other people think it's not a poem. December 13. I guess it does look like a poem when you see it typed up like that, but I think maybe it would look better if there was some more space between the lines, like how I wrote it the first time. And I liked the picture of the yellow dog you put beside it. But that's not how my yellow dog looked. January 10. I really did not get the pasture poem you read today. I mean, somebody's going out to the pasture to clean the spring and to get the little tottery calf while he's out there, and he isn't going to be gone long, and he wants you, who is you, to come too. I mean, really. And you said that Mr. Robert Frost, who wrote about the pasture, was also the one who wrote about those snowy woods and the miles to go before he sleeps. Well, I think Mr. Robert Frost has a little too much time on his hands. January 17. Remember the wheelbarrow poem you read the first week of school? Maybe the wheelbarrow poet was just making a picture with words, and someone else, like maybe his teacher, typed it up, and then people thought it was a poem because it looked like one typed up like that. And maybe that's the same thing that happened with Mr. Robert Frost. Maybe he was just making pictures with words about the snowy woods and the pasture, and his teacher typed them up, and they looked like poems, so people thought they were poems. Like how you did with the blue car things and reading the small poems thing. On the board, typed up, they look like poems, and the other kids are looking at them, and they think they really are poems, and they are all saying, "Who wrote that?" January 24. We were going for a drive, and my father said, "We won't be gone long. You come too." And so I went. And we drove and drove until we stopped at a red brick building with a sign in blue letters, Animal Protection Shelter. And inside, we walked down a long cement path, past cages with all kinds of dogs, big and small, fat and skinny, some of them hiding in the corner, but most of them barking and jumping up against the wire cage as we walked past, as if they were saying, "Me, me, choose me, I'm the best one." And that's where we saw the yellow dog, standing against the cage, with his paws curled around the wire, and his long red tongue hanging out, and his big black eyes looking a little sad, and his long tail wagging, as if he were saying, "Me, me, me, choose me." And we did. We chose him. And in the car, he put his head against my chest and wrapped his paws around my arm, as if he were saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And the other dogs in the cages get killed dead, if nobody chooses them. January 31. Yes, you can type up what I wrote about my yellow dog, but leave off the part about the other dogs getting killed dead, because that's too sad. And don't put my name on it, please. And maybe it would look good on yellow paper. And maybe the title should be, You Come Too. February 7. Yes, it looks good on yellow paper, but you forgot, again, to leave more space between the lines, like I did when I wrote it. That's okay, though. February 15. I like that poem we read today about street music in the city. My street is not in the middle of the city, so it doesn't have that loud music of horns and trucks, clash, flash, screech. My street is on the edge of a city, and it has quiet music. Most of the time, wisp, meow, swish. My street is a thin one, with houses on both sides, and my house is the white one with the red door. There is not too much traffic on my street, not like in the middle of a city. We play in the yards, and sometimes in the street, but only if a grown-up or the big kids are out there too, and they will shout, "Car!" if they see a car coming down our street. At both ends of our street are yellow signs that say, "Caution, children at play." But sometimes the cars pay no attention and speed down the road as if they are in a big hurry with many miles to go before they sleep. February 21. That was so great. Those poems you showed us where the words make the shape of the thing that the poem is about. Like the one about an apple that was shaped like an apple, and the one about the house that was shaped like a house. My brain was popping when I was looking at those poems. I never knew a poet person could do that funny kind of thing. February 26. I tried one of those poems that looks like what it's about. My Yellow Dog by Jack. March 1. Yes, you can type up the yellow dog poem that looks like a dog, but this time keep the spaces exactly the same. And maybe it would look really, really good on yellow paper. Maybe you could put my name on it, but only if you want to. Only if you think it looks good enough. March 7. I was a little embarrassed when people said things to me like, "Neat poem, Jack," and "How'd you think of that, Jack?" And I really, really liked the one you put up about the tree that is shaped like a tree. Not a fake-looking tree, but like a real tree with straggly branches. But I want to know, who is the anonymous poet in our class who wrote that? And why didn't he or she want to put his or her name on it? Was it like me, when I didn't think my words were poems? Maybe you will tell the anonymous tree poet that his or her tree poem is really a poem, really, really, and a good poem, too. March 14. That was the best poem you read yesterday by Mr. Walter Dean Myers. The best poem ever. I am sorry I took the book home without asking. I only got one spot on it. That's why the page is torn. I tried to get the spot out. I copied that best poem and hung it on my bedroom wall right over my bed, where I can see it when I'm lying down. Maybe you could copy it too, and hang it on the wall in our class, where we can see it when we are sitting at our desks doing our stuff. I sure liked that poem by Mr. Walter Dean Myers called Love That Boy. Because of two reasons I liked it. One is because my dad calls me in the morning just like that. He calls...